Alright, Esoteric Ebb. Let's see how this game plays. Oh, we get to customize our character a bit. Um, okay. Lore. Every shepherd knows a song. It bellows up the river. Earth lives in that sliver of land. Torna's lament, folk prayer. Strength measures your natural bodily prowess alongside a testosterone-fueled mindset. As a man, it is only proper for you to hone your figure and its capabilities. But why? The search for meaning is as vital as the struggle towards competency. Luckily, you already know your cause. To protect the innocent, to lead the weak, to sacrifice until nothing but your bones hit the pavement, to literally die. Become a zealot, regain your honor, set out on your divine mission. The cleric's unique take on strength. So that's the lore for it. Its uses are higher strength allows you to equip extra items, be violent and are mainly useful in encounters. Religious favor and atheist aesthetic nationalism and increased manhood. That's the mechanical benefits of strength. Its role is a high strength cleric. Votes for the party of Norvik, prays to his dead god, uses brute force in puzzles, punches big bad evil guys in the face, wants to become a real human hero, loves quests simple as a low strength cleric, is a weak sniveling rat, bows down to anyone stronger, can't handle the banter, gives up when the going gets tough, is afraid of women, doesn't care about quest. So this is how the strength impacts the cleric. Is that a -2? I think right now. Uh, that's oh that went from 0. Okay. Ooh, I don't. Ooh, I'm kind of fussing about with these. Dexterity. It is imperative to simply explain to those people they have the right to choose. Belief in oneself is just. Wealth is built from within. Periodic, Moonwatch sights beyond reeds. Dexterity measures natural reactivity, balance, and poise. The haste with which you express a witty remark or notice a nervous glance, and of course, your ability to gracefully avoid the consequences of your actions. It's all about risk versus reward. It is that feeling of self preservation when everything falls apart around you, to grab as much as you can while the grabbing's good, to progress towards a new future full of freedom, so those who look out for themselves can prosper and survive. I promise you, no one else will. With enough dexterity, you can steal anything, pick locks, and sneak and dodge traps, and roll an initiative and react quickly as a dashing rogue. Become rich as a Republican revolutionary, or you can just run away, dummy. High dexterity cleric. Votes for the revolutionary free striders, collects piles of shiny coins, acts first in every encounter, avoids trouble before it brews, always has a witty reply, looks out for himself, takes big risks, and wins every time. A low dexterity cleric takes big risk and fails every time, doesn't notice anything in time, stumbles over his own feet, drops the ball figuratively and literally, is slow mentally and physically, and is dirt poor, so very embarrassing. Constitution. Always listen to your hungry stomach. The Hedonist, a blind manifesto. Constitution measures your natural stamina, both mental and physical. It's how much you can take before going down. The world is harsh and unforgiving. It will beat you to a pulp with words and sticks. So listen to your gut, the instinct that kicks in when you're standing at the pit. It is the voice that speaks nothing but bodily truth. Every choice you make, every emotion you accumulate can be traced back to the lower half of that stomach of yours. Follow it. Retain the mortality of fleshy logic. Simple, easy, truthful. Constitution is needed for hit points. Control your body and its esoteric connection. Your political party polled 2% last week and you don't care. Pain is good for you. A high Constitution cleric keeps forgetting there's an election. Focuses on the good things in life, is tougher than entropy, keeps his neuroticism in check, talks with the spirits in the walls, listens to his gut, is already dead. While a low constitution cleric will die. panics over everything, listens to his gut and is wrong, has no control of his bodily functions, can't handle the pain, and has no special connections with walls. Interesting. Um, right. Intelligence. A glorious design, let those who learn lead through merit of ability and nothing else. Lord Phileas Prax, Autobiography Prax. Intelligence measures your ability to recall, store, and process information. It is your logical receptacle and calculator. It is only proper for you to hone this pulsating mass within your skull, but why? Simple. Pure, unadulterated ego knowledge rules the world. So too shall you one day lead the weak. Bring your genius to the masses. If they do not bow, they do not deserve you. You know everything about the past. Therefore, it is only rational you truly know the future as well. Enlighten the ignorant masses. Higher intelligence lets you prepare more spells, think, plan, and execute an actual plan. Complete the Magocratic Retivin. Vote for yourself. Be a genius without peers. A high intelligence cleric votes for the best wizard, which is you, despises and envies the gods, solves every mystery with ease, masters arcane magic, spouts historical facts for hours, is dismissive towards those lesser, and knows everything. Meanwhile, a low intelligence cleric knows nothing, is both ignorant and confident, oh no, makes up tidbits to seem smart, is barely sentient, cannot intentionally solve mysteries, and is an idiot. Duh. Wisdom. A large crumble upon their heavy forms, the mystical falter at the crucial point, the small rise to the occasion, Halfweed's poem. Wisdom measures your awareness, intuition, and ability to understand the world around you, to feel it. You may not know why, but meeting the gaze of another grants you an empathetic bond with her wants and fears, her dreams and hopes. You can read people for good or bad and pick up details others would pass by. It is your belief in the heart of all folk to give and share what you have and be completely and utterly selfless. It is the only true road to redemption. Gods only know how hard you try. Higher wisdom lets you empower your spells. Be kind and see the good in all folk. Egalitarian hope of the Asgalian working class. There are no big bad evil guys. A high wisdom cleric votes for the Asgalian Workers' Party, hates nothing except hierarchies, embraces his feminine side, follows his bleeding heart, masters primal magic, reads body language like a champ, notices all details. A low wisdom cleric is an oblivious fool, misreads cues all the time, does not think about the lower class, does not get people, fails at spotting traps, is not aware of where he is. Like, what's going on here? I'm so confused. Garble. Okay. Charisma. Those who believe in democracy have a wonderful view of folk, to think them capable of making rational and informed decisions devoid of personal biases and emotional conduct. It is frankly inspiring. Nicholas Darrow, Memoirs of a Statesman. Charisma measures your eloquence, confidence, and ability to navigate social situations of any kind. In short, it is the force of your unkempt personality, but they don't need to know that. Smooth talk your way into any position of your liking, and you can be affiliated with any known faction or thought. Reality is molded around your will, like a chameleon. Become a social operator. Become anything you need to make everyone finally love you. With high charisma, you get an automatic discount to select stores near you. Win every conversation, say the right thing. Say whatever gets people to like you and become a political force of nature, and arguably sociopathic. A high charisma cleric votes for whatever makes him popular, was socialized as a child, knows what to say to win favors, can actually flirt with some baddies, loves to mind control people, sees truth as a suggestion, has no soul. A low charisma cleric isn't very likable, doesn't know how to act with people, fumbles the baddies, fears conversations, and is like the opposite of a skilled orator, has no style. So those are the different stats we have available to us in this, which are pretty standard for like a D&D kind of setting. It seems we also get to choose our background. It adds 2 to Constitution and Charm for this one, the punching bag. Punching bag. You're a farmer's son who grew up in the city. Of course, you'd be an outcast. It took time, but eventually you figured out how to cope with it. So that's the first one, the default, it would seem. Troll killer. You don't remember it, but you know well how your father died. Sometimes it motivated you. Sometimes it felt impossible to live up to. Interesting. So we just get +3 strength and we kill the troll or something? Or maybe the dad killed the troll? Who knows? Um, Kiosk Kid. Your mom wasn't around a lot, so to keep you out of trouble, she forced you to get a post-school job. You still despise the smell of newspapers. Handing out newspapers, eh? Lore enthusiast. Spending time alone in the city, you often ended up at the Darwinian Library. The strange history of Jorn's realm was a constant companion to you. Crowd pleaser. Inevitably, you ended up with this wrong crowd. You quickly picked up on the slang and radical terminology, doing anything to get real friends. Okay. Little weirdo. You were a novelty to them, the boy who would do or say anything for their attention, for their approval. After 2 or so years, you got quite good at it. Interesting. As Gallist activist, your friend soon introduced you to the rebellious belly of Norvik. As a teenager, you spent years spreading chaos and worse, dwarf propaganda. Earthguard recruit. After your arrest, there wasn't much arguing about it. 3 grueling years in training, drilled on the city code and virtues, but you survived. One friend. You really ever only prayed for that one thing during those lonely years, but the gods did not answer. So you learned to manage, as always. Okay, then, that's a bit ominous. Dex and wisdom. I guess God, maybe? It seems like you focused on God in that background. Acolyte. Your knack for scribing got you a promotion to the clerical duties. Picked out of the ranks, you quickly showed deep devotion to your divine city. Tower Apprentice. Joining the towers is an honor bestowed upon few. It is also a terrible challenge even for you. Who'd have thought lectures were so draining? Truth. They're so boring. Arcane Prodigy. For the first time in your life, you were a natural. You've always known a few cantrips, but real magic was something else. It was power. Palace Pawn. As a rising talent, you often found yourself midst the politicking of superiors, despite your best efforts. It never ended well for you. Faithful Harbinger. There's something wrong. Praying to a dead god whose whispers lingering in the air, slowly fading. You are isolated among your peers. That one's super ominous. I'm interested if any of these backgrounds play into the story, because that would be a very interesting change to the narrative. Um, Esoteric expert. You spent most nights seeking esoterical insight, a lonely life. Your findings were unwanted by those in charge, yet you did not stop. Never. Revolutionary scribe. Disillusionment, a city with ideals not upheld. One day you chose a side, the emerging democracy. You wrote day and night for change and glory. Abject apostate. No one likes you. When you were demoted for dereliction, no one spoke up against it, but it's fine. You'll be fine. After all, you're used to it. Dead cleric. Growing up alone, getting into trouble, training with the Earth Guard, devoting your life and becoming a cleric. Was it always supposed to end in the river? Oh, that's a interesting take. Huh, that's quite the background. And we circle back to punching bag. So that's actually quite a bit of background they give you. Um, it does seem, yeah, it does change your numbers a bit. I don't even know. I wish I could see the list because I don't know which one I even want. But we also get proficiencies, it looks like. And I don't know if the proficiencies. So you can't just stack it like that. Okay, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so so I should pick a background first. Um, little weirdo, huh? Earthguard recruit, one friend, acolyte, tower apprentice. Uh, that might be interesting. Palace pawn. Palace pawn seems kind of interesting to me. Dead cleric is really interesting too. I kind of want to go with one of the ominous ones because I doubt it plays into the narrative, but it would just also be interesting. Um, but at the same time, being dead, the concept of just being dead and coming back to life is interesting. The dead cleric. Otherwise, Palace Pawn seems like an interesting one as well. Um, I think this is probably the better choice generally, but dead cleric's also tempting. But let's fill out these stats then, I guess. We get a +2 to charisma and strength. Let's let's buff up the charisma since we are a pawn. Let's get some intelligence. We actually get quite a bit of stats. So we basically just wanna. So that's I pretty much just used that all up already. How do I wanna up this though? That's a real question. I feel like I wouldn't have high intelligence if I was the pawn. I might have okay wisdom. Would I even have high dex? Constitution's nice to have. Oh, my charisma is also just the lowest, which is not great if I'm gonna do that. What if I just buff charisma? What if I just make it all charisma? What if I make this how is that the highest I can make take that? Yeah, that is the highest I can take that. Um okay. Okay. So going all in on charisma. Okay. Usually charisma is pretty good. Constitution is pretty good too. Um I could go for this build or the dead cleric build. Cause the that one just seems so interesting. Uh what to choose, what to choose. Palace cleric. Dead cleric. Da 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 da. Always supposed to end in the river, huh? I think this just seems so much more interesting. I feel like I gotta go with this one. I feel like Constitution should be high. I mean, because it sounds like he kind of died. So I feel like we don't really need Charisma as much in this one if he's dead. Um, let's go high strength. This seems kind of decent. I think his intelligence should be decent, but his charisma is gonna be really low. I think this is fine for the dead cleric. Let's go dead cleric. The least likable cleric they could find. One of incredibly deep esoteric insight. Complete your quest in any order. Don't be afraid to make interesting choices, and remember to love everyone, no matter what. The campaign will take you from level 1 to 6. We'll play for about 5 to 8 sessions. It's been a journey to put this together. I hope you have a good time. Chris. Oh, and always trust charisma. That'll end well. Speak with Dead. 3rd level necromancy. Um, yeah, it's just the base D&D spell, right? Do I have to click something? Jor, truth and nothing else. A voice declares, "What is your name?" Oh, oh, something. Okay, intelligence. DC 8 success. Ragna. Your name is Ragna. Ragna, Doesn't sound right. Of course not, for you are the cleric. What? This is so interesting. You are often referred to as cleric. So my name is. Yes, speak it. Cleric. Clash conflict. Okay, that's it. Okay. If your name is what they call you, that is it. Hmm. Could be worse. You answer another question from the darkness. What is your occupation? As if it matters. You are dead. Dead? How can you be dead? You're thinking, aren't you? Dead does not mean gone. What are you, a fucking poet? I'll look around, I guess. Your senses reach out into the void. A glimmer dangling far, far away. Work. Getting paid for labor. Didn't you have a job? Something really important? Your class? Tell the voice about your class. Class? What class am I? Lower class. Your class is whatever gets you to steer clear of society, in general. You are a city cleric, nothing more. I'm awful at everything. Brutal, but true. Charisma agrees. Charisma does not. Oh, charisma. It takes a while before the next question is posed. What is your current goal? We need to find out who blew up the tea shop. And most importantly, for what nefarious purpose. The Goblin Chieftain, she needs you. I must stay silent, because I don't understand what's going on. Staying quiet causes a deep silence to fall upon the darkness until it's broken by the next question. Then the voice asks, "What is your political affiliation?" The question strikes your entire consciousness, sending it spinning. The National Party of Norvik, of course. If you care for your fellow, vote for that as Gaelists. The Free Shredders, maybe? Then again, you're no revolutionary. Things just move way too fast these days. Elections are. So you can go up, look at the dialogue. So I've realized, because it kind of introduced in the stats, each one has a opinion, basically. Each one is basically its own entity, if it wasn't clear by their images. Um, I don't know any of these words. I'm apolitical. I'm asexual. I bang any and all. Um, I don't know any of these words. Don't worry, it doesn't matter. Just say whatever you think would be the most useful to you. Charisma. Charisma, my boy. I don't have high charisma, so I'm failing a lot for charisma, but, which is, say you're apolitical. Actually, I'm apolitical. Ba-dum-bum. So the six voices are in my head, and someone is talking to me, which is this blue voice, I would imagine, right? Because this response, this response, I don't think it's directed to the other five. I think it's directed to the guy asking the questions. Perfection. No one can get mad at you, and everyone will love you. The voice is fading. This is the end. The final question. How did you die? Following your convictions. So are these them replying automatically for me? Because I have their stat scores? That's what I would assume. Maybe. Following your convictions, drowning in the river. Same way you lived, unable to step out of the uniform, not for 1 second. Now's your chance, break free! Uh, I died when he died? Huh, that's ominous. Stay silent to the darkness, and I am not dead. I fell into divinity, she took me whole. I died when he died. I am not dead. Huh. So did I pick Dead Cleric just by chance, or is this like a unique opening for that backstory? Or do we always start out dead? I imagine we just always start out dead then. We're laying in a morgue? So our body was recovered. Oh, day 1, March 22nd of 27 PE. I am not dead. A fresh start. Your heartbeat is loud, screaming. I got a job to do, wake up in the lower layer. Your body aches. It's stiff, as if you slept for days. Ready for your glorious quest to continue. A circular stone chamber, a storage for apples and corpses. Keeping your apples with your corpses? That's kind of weird. That can't be healthy or good for the apples. Those piles of apples. Is this Tolstad? What stuff? Your hands dart around your pouch and uniform. Panic. Sweat. Your legs shake. Tears begin to form. Deep breaths. Your belongings are surely here somewhere. Ooh, +1 hit points. Wait, what's this about a quest? Oh yes, a quest. You're on a quest to save the city. Interact with highlighted words to receive a glossary entry. Okay, interesting. Quest, a task performed by a heroic individual and a professional adventurer. Earth, your god. Okay, and it does a check on it too. Do I remember everything? Yes, everything is off, but your memory is intact. Your quest was given yesterday, remember? The tea shop? The tea shop? Yes, the tea shop that blew up. Easy job. You'll be done in a day or two. Uh, cool. That's the retriever boy answer. Uh, okay. So to be clear, I need to figure out who blew up some random tea shop. Yeah, more or less, dummy. But you've got like 5 days to do it, so no stress. There's that feeling again. Okay, whatever. Yes, let's finish this job. Damn right, you'll do great. Now get going. Alright, but first Ooh, -2 HP. What? Interesting. Something... I don't know. I don't know what's triggering this HP up and down, so... You feel dizzy. The weight of the Earthguard uniform, a dull pain takes hold. Earthguard, the heroes of Norvig, keepers of city law, defenders of humanity, your brothers. Your body aches, its contents rotting. You must consume an apple. Now. If your stats are high or low enough, chimes will appear in your mind. They will suggest, inform, and offer unique paths. Trust them at your own risks. Okay, interesting. So they can offer you advice, but the advice may not be good. It may not be bad. It's it's an action. They just basically give you an action you can take, and you can choose to do it or not. Um. Okay. Thank you, voices in my head. Uh, I'll eat an apple. Trifle. Oh, okay. Oh. I will consume. Okay, this is a very interesting empty feat slot by completing quest branches deep storage. My bum pocket. My deep storage bum pocket. Um, looks like there's quite a bit I can interact with. It's gonna be a point and click game, it seems like. I can move with the WASD. Behold, this isn't yours, is it? I mean, it's next to my body, right? Trifle. It's a tattered cloak. It's probably mine. The cloak is sprawled upon the iron slab. As you grab it, you immediately feel the dampness spreading into your gloves. It's definitely mine if it's damp, because it definitely would have been in the river with me, right? Oh, it is light blue and tattered, and it was once yours. I figured as much. An Earthguard cloak add-on. It has been ripped to shreds at the base, but you could still use it. Interesting style. You could pull it off. Weigh it in your hands, wring out the water. Bring out the water. The filthy liquid falls to the floor on the stony chamber. It smells of salt water. But we found a river, right? Um, you could pull this off. Of course you should wear it. A hood is a perfect tool for any decent rogue and or ne'er-do-well, so what if it's a little damp? You have to wear it. I mean, I'm a rogue, so yeah, let's wear it. But I'm not a rogue, I'll think about it. I'm gonna wear it. It's mine, I'm wearing it. You reach for your fancy red pouch of holding. The cloak easily slips inside into the extra-dimensional space with a satisfying slurp. I really love my pouch of holding. God, I can fit so many items in this thing. Yeah, I don't. They're both good. Yeah. Yes, you are very lucky. This kind of magic item can go upwards of 10,000 crowns. Yeah, bags of holding are pricey. I'm surprised our character has one. Of course, you don't truly own this pouch of holding. It is property of the state. Treat it as such. Shut up, it's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. So it's on loan, basically. Now, go put on your cloak and rob some people or reallocate some resources. Equipping items temporarily alters your ability scores. Oh, that's what tab does. Tab highlights everything. There's just a guy standing there. He's... okay. That's interesting. He's animated too. Inventory. I am going to, nope, that is the wrong button. Do I just slap this on? Yeah, I just slap it on. It is so filthy and nasty. The ends are torn. It's a stretch to even call it a cloak. Please don't put it on. I get +1 to Dex, but -1 to Charisma. Sorry, Charisma. I'm taking a down on Charisma this game. I mean, I'm dead, so it doesn't even matter. They're not gonna like me anyways. Behold, it's a corpse under a blanket. Let's engage. You stare at a blue rag. It's draped over the outline of someone. That's kind of a butt move. These are both just. Oh my god. I'm gonna check under the rag. Underneath, you find the cold corpse of a human. I get 5 XP by doing that. Thinning blonde hair, unkempt facial hair. The DC. The difficulty class of a dice choice is determined by how challenging that roll will be for you. If you select a dice choice, you then roll a 20-sided die. If you get the same or higher as the DC, then you succeed on that roll. I'm good with corpses, right? Intel check. I match it, right? What do you mean? Like I've been trained to handle them? Heh, you know exactly what you're doing. Formal training is for people without true talent. Alright, I mostly dealt with paperwork. Okay. A hero's not afraid of getting his hands bloody. Truer words have seldom been spoken. A horrific overstatement. Um, ooh, it gave me a +2 to examine it. That's okay. So, if you take the dialogue, it can give you some bonuses. So that's good to know for future notices because it knocked it down by 2. It was 10, but now it's an 8. So actually going through the dialogue can help you. That's good to know. So I'm gonna examine him. I failed. That's a crit fail. Holy crap. There's something strange here. We must look closer. Harsh scars cover the skin. Signs of being either a hard worker or a careless worker litter his skin. Make sure to check the back as well. I try to move the corpse. The moment you touch it, black veins appear over its skin. A feeling of impending doom comes over you. Your stomach drops, followed by a wave of pain. I am dead. Holy crap. Oh my god. And I'm doing death saving throws. Holy crap. That killed me. Necrotic energies. Let go of the damn corpse. The moment you let go, the pain subsides. The dark marks on its skin disappear as quickly as they showed up. What a horrific spell. This corpse is cursed by something wicked beyond your powers. You slowly cover up the corpse once more. Okay, that's gotta be part of the tea shop, right? Corpse bomb or whatever? Corpse explosion? That's like a spell, right? Let's not speak of this. You need to look deeper into this. It's okay to loot him, right? Hmm. Who is this guy? His hands are calloused, he's built like a sarcophagus. Just a man, a dead man, most likely a farm worker. An honorable dead man. Why is he here? It's a morgue. Yeah, I figured as much, dude. Okay. Corpses are kept on cooling in places before cremation or burials. The apples make it hard to believe, but yeah, the apples are super weird. Um, must have been one hell of a deal to put those two together. Yeah, it must have been a deal. What kind of magic? Something horrific, truly evil. Gained experience for that. Okay, whatever it is, do not touch again. It's okay to loot him, right? Yeah, why not? If you can suffer the loss of moral integrity, I sure can, bud. Moral integrity. It's a dead guy. He's not gonna need his stuff, obviously. It would be dishonorable. Only take that which you need for your quest. Grave robbing is frowned upon by some, even those in enlightened times. Either way, you will not get in any trouble. No one will know. Trifle. Taken. He only has an apple and crowns. I'm taking his crowns. Taking his apple. Behold. Engage. That's it. I took his 6 crowns. Behold, a vase of leaves. Smells lovely. Trifle. Incense. Well, I think that's gonna be it for this first round. Um, yeah. It's been quite the introduction. So we'll keep exploring later on.